Hi and welcome to this episode. On the previous episode, we were able to create a custom part. We were able to add our characters, our vehicles, our vegetation into our library. We're able to create a user library. So on this episode, I'm going to quickly be showing you how to create a vegetation paint and also a vegetation scatter. So if you click on this vegetation paint, you can see you have different kinds of trees. You can as well go back and select some other kind of, whether you use bushes or you use grass flower to achieve whatever you want to achieve. So however, whichever one you want to add to this, you can just drag it and you will drop. So you can have a variety, most especially if the location of that site is around a very bushy area. You can have a variety of trees. So you can have all these trees in one particular area. So if I have all of these right now on, assuming in one particular site, I can just select all of these that I have dragged to this place, and you can see it has two very unique tools. One is vegetation paint, the second one is vegetation erase. So what will happen right now is, if I click on this, and I can change the diameter of this, but let's say this is the diameter I want to use. You can see as I'm dragging my cursor along that axis, you can see all those trees are being created. So if I change the diameter of this, now what will happen is that this will increase the coverage of where my vegetations will cover. Now the more I increase this diameter, the higher the coverage. You can see this is at 26 meters, so it's going to cover up to 26 meters. This is 30. So if I just drag this along, you can see it's following. So this is basically how to use your vegetation paint. So similarly, you can increase the density. You can increase the density. All right, let's come back to our vegetation scatter, and that will be the end of this particular episode. Now for the vegetation scatter, you can see we have the grass, we have the flowers. You can similarly drag and drop. Similarly drag and drop. So whichever you want to make use of, if you want to have a combination of all of these, you can drag them and drop. So once you drag them and drop, select you can select the first one, hold on control to select the other ones. Make sure you hold on control to select all of them. Once I do that, similarly you can see here we have the scatter add, that's you want to add, and you can also reduce them. Okay, and then the last tool here, which is not highlighted, is vegetation eraser. Okay, so this will help you to erase those vegetations that you have added. All right, so if I click on add, I can just hover my cursor around where I want to add my vegetations. So you can also similarly increase the diameter of this. Sorry, my system is lagging a bit as regards to how large these files are. So it's lagging a bit anyway. So you can try it from your own end. I'm sure it's going to really work perfectly for you. So this is basically all I need to do to reduce this. I can also similarly reduce this when I go to the quality, because if you could remember from our previous settings, it was on ultra. So if I reduce it, the weight of the model is going to really drop drastically, and then the quality will also drop. But then it will help you to have a seamless model at some point. Okay, so let me come here and come to my, sorry, let me just undo all of this. I'll come here, edit, we'll come to my preference. It's lagging actually. So I'm going to reduce this to maybe I will take it to medium, not even high. I will take it to medium. All right, so I will leave everything on medium and I'll click on OK. I'm sure it's not really going to lag as much as the previous one. So you can see I can similarly come back to my vegetation scatter, just add as many as I feel I want to include in my model. I can similarly increase their scale, reduce their scale, and all that. So there are cases where you may have all of this in a particular site. In order for you to have something very realistic, you can have all of this included on some location. So if I click on my plus here, scatter app, I'm sure it's going to be a little bit more faster as compared to the previous settings, which was on ultra. Alright, it's going to really load. It may take a little while to load.